Yeah, you're listening to Independent TV 7. As it is, I would say Yoruba Nation has, gathered a group, and by saying group drags Malami, INEC to court once Osun Ekiti elections stopped. Yeah, that is what it is. They want it to stop. And as it is, if it's going to stop, they have been clamoring for good governance all the while. Which is the umbrella body of Yoruba self-determination groups. Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà Worldwide has dragged the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and also President Muhammadu Buhari to court, or rather to stop the election process. The self-determination group Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà Worldwide dragged the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to court over eligibility of Nigeria's 1999 Constitution to conduct gubernatorial elections for Ekiti and also for Osun State. The suit filed to challenge the validity of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria as amended will be mentioned on April 13th and 28th at Federal High Court, sitting in Osogbo, Osun State, and Ado Ekiti State, respectively. And now, 20 persons, including the leader of the self-determination group, Professor Banji Akintoye, is Deputy Professor Wale Adeniran, are demanding for a total decommissioning of the 1999 Constitution to pave a way for a referendum so that the indigenous people of Yoruba land can decide on their nationhood first and foremost. The group made this known in a statement signed by its communications secretary, Maxwell Adeleye, on Wednesday. The group in this suit has argued that the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria, which INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, wants to use to conduct the two elections and subsequent elections in Nigeria, is invalid. I say no referendum was conducted when it was enacted. Adeleye revealed that a constitutional lawyer, Tolu Babaleye Esquire, will be the lead counsel for Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà Worldwide. They are asking the courts to declare that no valid elections, whether presidential, governorship, national and state assembly, or councillorship elections, can be validly held under the said invalid and fraudulent constitution, as one cannot build something on nothing in law and expect it to stand. A declaration that the forthcoming Ekiti State governorship election, which is scheduled to be conducted in June 2022 by the INEC, cannot be validly held under the said illegal and invalid 1999 Constitution of Nigeria. Another of these honorable court directing the defendants jointly and severally to stay clear of Ekiti and Osun states in June and July 2022, and suspend with immediate effect the plans and arrangements they have put in place to conduct such an illegal election in Ekiti and Osun states of Nigeria. Adeleye said in a statement on behalf of Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà Worldwide. And now this is what it is, because Yoruba Nation had said already that yes, come 2023, there's not gonna be election. It's gonna be good. That is what it is. And as it is, I would say yes. Professor Banji Akintoye has also led the Yoruba Nation, the Oòduà Nation, to the heights, to the level it is now. And by so doing, or by saying, I would say, the Nigerian 1999 Constitution, which was amended, they would say left to the Biafrans, they would say is a contraption. Nigeria itself is a contraption. Directly or indirectly, everybody is being marginalized, yes, in Nigeria. Even the so-called kinsmen or Fulani kinsmen are the only ones, trying to enjoy the dividends of democracy, or rather, they have left the citizens behind and not carrying the citizens along, and that is what the problem is, and that was what brought in the Lekki massacre, or rather Lekki Ensas, when youth protested. Now we say democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Justice for one is justice for all. So if the Yoruba nation, or rather Nigerian citizens, the way I'm seeing it, they are all the Nigerian citizens. If they are protesting, yeah, it is their right. They have to protest. They have to, protest, and also they have the right to self-determination. They have the right to self-association. You can associate with whoever you feel you want to associate with, provided you are not doing it in violence. And in other words, I would say the Nigerian constitution has been forcefully handed over to Nigerians or the citizens just because they believe they do not, understand their left from the right. And as it is, I would say even if the constitution is not well straightened, or is not being, complete, or rather is overwhelming, I would say the Nigerian citizens definitely will still get along. Will still, make sure that definitely yes. They do the needful. That was what brought, or gave back to Lekki answers. But before we could, see any, result, or any, I'll say before we see any, government officials coming to address, or rather the governor of the state coming to address the people of Nigeria, the citizens, they violated their rights instead. Started shooting at peaceful protesters, unarmed protesters. And that was also what brought in Sunday Igboho. Just because Sunday Igboho has known that the Fulani herdsmen are acting with impunity, killing, maiming, kidnapping, which is not even part of the Nigerian constitution. But the government of today, led by President Buhari, has really faulted Nigerians by looking away. Whatever the Fulani does is the right thing, because they will tell you they are the owner of Nigeria. Now, if you own a place, does that simply means you want to destroy everybody who under the country, or because you are the real owner? For instance, a landlord that has a house and accommodated tenants, landlord could still be the same person frustrating the tenants. Everybody will pack out. Yeah, there won't be peace, because even the United States, which we adopted democracy from, they said democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And also, I would say, love your neighbor as yourself. Democracy itself, the life itself we live, is give and take. It is what you give and you take. Or rather, I would say, if you do good, you receive good. There is saying that says, do what is good, and good pays, and good will follow you. I wish you what you wish me. You wish me what you wish me, or yourself. And that is what it is. So that is why the United Nations needs to come to our aid as fast as possible, because Nigeria has been said that is a contraption, or Nigerians have been marginalized. Or rather, I would say, if the government does the needful, definitely the citizens will follow suit. That is what it is. So in the Yoruba land, they believe that they need a referendum. They need their own country. And I pray God will give us insights to, be able to know what this statement says. Well, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. I would like you to share your views in the comment section. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.